If you could invest in an area that's going to 5x itself population-wise, how much friggin' money are you going to make? That's what we got going on for you today. I'm willing to bet a lot of you have never heard of Byron, Georgia, right? It's very small, very off the radar, but that's why I like working with Rent to Retirement. They're able to bring inventory like this to the masses, to people like you. How about I provide you guys with the opportunity to buy property, invest in an area that has a population that has multiplied by 5 times over the last 40 years, right? That's pretty sweet, folks. If you could invest in an area that's going to 5x itself population-wise, how much friggin' money are you going to make? That's what we got going on for you today. Coming to you from our friends over at Rent to Retirement, we got the Guadalupe model. This is coming to you from a little tiny town in Byron, Georgia, right? Now, you don't have to take my word for it, man. Check out the friggin' census data, okay? The population on the census between 1980 and 2020, dude, over that 40-year span, the population in this little town has 5x'd. Okay, folks? When you're buying real estate, there's typically 2 main things you want to get out of it. You want to get cash flow some of the time, and some of the other time, you want to get massive equity growth. I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does, but logic dictates that if you're buying in areas where the population is 5 times bigger now than it was 40 years ago, if you're seeing that type of growth, what do you think is going to happen in the next 10, 20 years, et cetera, et cetera? That's why it's so important when you're looking at some of these investments, not to focus just on your first year cash flow, but to focus on the money you could be making 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Think about not only increased rents as populations go up, but think about increased resale value. And when you're buying nice 4.3s, nice, beautiful new construction, nice little communities like this, you have the opportunity not only to sell them to other investors like you do with any investment property, but what you really have is the opportunity to sell them to owner occupants, to families who are going to live in them, families who are going to pay a premium for beautiful homes, families that are going to pay a premium to live in nice areas where there's good schools, families that aren't going to nickel and dime you and beat you up over the data on the spreadsheets. Because guess what, folks? When you're freaking buying a house to raise little Jimmy and Johnny, you don't typically have a spreadsheet when you're doing that, right? You go there, you look at it, you like the neighborhood, you love it. There's a cute little fucking ice cream shop down the street. That's what it's all about, folks. And we are able to get a big old fatty fat return on the way out, okay? And if that's not cool enough, also, my buddies, Rent to Retirement, they're all about hooking y'all up. They're providing you guys with free property management in the first year of your ownership on this one. Banger of a deal. That's what I like about these guys, man. They're nationwide, and they are, like, out there looking. Like, so much data and analytics and research and development goes into finding communities and areas and places across the USA where the population and job trends are going up, okay? There's just like so much behind the scenes that they got going on over there to bring these type of opportunities and these type of cities to you. Because, like, I'm willing to bet a lot of you have never heard of Byron, Georgia, right? It's very small, very off the radar, but that's why I like working with Rent to Retirement. They're able to bring inventory like this to the masses, to people like you. If that makes sense, if that's something you're interested in, you could reach out to them directly to make your offer, talk to them about the population trends of this market and some other markets, talk about the free property management, get the whole kit and caboodle, their buying process, their building process, how they vet everything, et cetera, et cetera. Info should be on the screen. If it's not, it will be in the show notes below.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Holton Wise TV for more financial information, education, and entertainment.